Devin, we are here to talk about the 6th annual Ride to Remember. Share with us your excitement about this.
I'm beyond excited about this. Again, like you said, this is the 6th annual event. Over the last 5 years, I've been so fortunate to have so much support from the community. We've raised over $100,000 for the Alzheimer Society of Calgary in the last 5 years. We're hoping to raise $60,000 at this year's event for the 6th annual. It's going to be an absolute blast. I can't wait.
So how does it feel to be at Studio Bell this year?
It's going to be really cool. That whole venue and environment is such a cool space that the city has. And I think it's going to be the right environment for this song right around. We're going to be stripped down. It is myself, Mariah Stokes, Lindsay L., and Carolyn Dawn Johnson. And having it in that place, we're going to have all our silent auction items set up. I think it's going to be the perfect atmosphere.
Tell me a little bit about some of the silent auction items that are available.
We're going to have lots of concert tickets. We've got some great people who have donated some fantastic concert tickets that we're really looking forward to sharing. There's actually an online auction right now. There's only one item that's going online, and it is a 1 of 2 t-shirt that was designed by Deets with Duddy.
Ooh.
And you can find that. There's a link in my bio as well as his bio, and it is a one-off Devin Cooper t-shirt. And I think the bid's at $130 right now, so we'll see where it goes. But again, yeah, all the proceeds from all the silent auction items are going directly to the Alzheimer Society of Calgary. And yeah, it's going to be great.
Because now let's talk about this, because you have a very deep connection with the Alzheimer's Society and even just the care of Alzheimer's. Can you just share with us a little bit?
Yeah, absolutely. So growing up, I had a few relatives that had Alzheimer's. My great-grandpa, my great-grandma, as well as a few uncles. And my mom is a continuing care nurse in a long-term care facility. And when I was about 7 years old, I went in and started volunteering at the hospital with her and spending some time with the residents. And having grown up with my great-grandpa having Alzheimer's, I was very close with him. So I understood what was involved in communicating and, working around someone who's living in that space. And when I was about 14, I started bringing in my guitar and playing music for those residents. And I remember one time specifically, I played an old Johnny Cash tune and an old Elvis tune. And there's a couple people there who were very late stage Alzheimer's. They were mostly non-responsive to most things that were happening. And I started playing those songs and their faces lit up. They started clapping along. They started singing along. And seeing the impact that music could have on people who are living with Alzheimer's in that state was pretty impactful on me as a 14-year-old kid, and is still impactful. Next week, just before the event, I'm going to be going back to that same place that my mom works and performing for the residents again, and I usually try and make it in a couple times a year to perform for them. And, just seeing the impact that music has on those people, this was a great way to bring that all together.
What have you heard some of the impact from the families from where your mom works at that facility?
It's pretty unbelievable to hear the impact of them putting on their old records. I mean, a lot of people don't know that music is something that takes people back to that time and space where they're able to relive those moments. So when they get to hear that that's what happens, families are grabbing their old records and their parents' favorite records they used to listen to and bringing them in and putting them on. And they get to see that spark and see their parents come alive again.
That's really cool. One of the big things I just want to talk to you about a little bit is that you've had Mariah, who's been with you since the beginning, and now you have Lindsay L., a much bigger name. How does it feel to be seeing the roster of artists come to join you always change, but you start to slowly as it gets later, it gets bigger?
It's really cool, and I feel so fortunate. I mean, having both Lindsay L. and Carolyn Dawn Johnson, they're both absolute powerhouses and incredible artists, both from Alberta, which is also amazing. So we get to keep it all Alberta artists. Having Lindsay and Carolyn on there is such an honor, and I can't wait for everybody to enjoy the evening. And we just hope that it can get bigger and better every year.
Now, we're going to look right here into this camera. If people want to know more information, find tickets, where can they do that?
You can head to my website, www.devincoopermusic.com/ride to remember, and then there'll be a link for tickets as well as how to donate.